Wizard's Tower.
Alright, we are live.
All right,
now let me
welcome.
get to the-
Welcome players, welcome friends, welcome viewers, welcome everyone to Monday Night Balladeers, aka PTSD&D, aka you might be muted. The show's so good we had to name it a bunch of times. Heyo. My internet's being weird. I'm trying to look up sick casts. I'm just not going to bother right now. All right, so here we are. Is everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Are we prepared? Ready, set, go. Yes. Yeah, very nice. I think we want to do that now. All right.
I think I want to go home now.
I think I don't want to be here. That's nonsense. Rubbish. Pollywalk. Polycock. Of course you want to be here. All right, so... My name is Griff Rosen. It's nice to meet you. All right.
Would you rather have to fight a werewolf or a vampire? You would get the weapon of cannon that works against them, but you'd still have to fight them. What would you rather fight?
So like a wooden stick or a silver bullet?
Yeah, let's say if it's a vampire, let's say if it's a vampire, you could get creative. You could have like some kind of garlic bullet.
Dipped in garlic?
Something.
Like a holy bullet or something, like Constantine shit.
You could probably oil a silver sword with like garlic to get him and then get in there with the stake. But a werewolf, I think, would just fuck you up. Even if you had like a gun with silver bullets,
that's true.
You're still getting torn up.
Oh, now vampires can move at like super speeds too.
Mm-hmm.
In like a blink of an eye, they can be on top of you.
All right, then let's say neutral field, right? Neutral field, like an empty stadium on the 50-yard line.
I'd still choose werewolf.
Yeah, maybe you
I can
have a
predict its
shot.
movement better.
But then again, could I just choose to fight the vampire in the daytime?
No, I'd say if it's a vampire, you'd have to fight it at night, and if it's a werewolf, you'd have to fight it while it's a wolf. You wouldn't just get to jump a guy at Walmart because you know he's going to turn into a werewolf.
That's what I was thinking, though.
I think I like Phil's logic. Vampire, all right.
I want to fight a werewolf, but during a new moon.
It's more like a werepup.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's just like you go to fight him and it's just like a hairy dude. He's kind of mad. He's like, the Jets lost again. Fuck. Like, I have to kill you. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
he's just a big angry New Yorker.
Yeah.
The fucking Jets lost again.
Could be worse.
What if you had like a wooden projectile firing gun that could kill a vampire, and you could also use it play fetch with your werewolf friend?
Yo. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How about that? I like that addition to the question. You have to pick one to defend you to fight the other one.
First off,
but you don't get any weapons. You're basically picking who would win, a vampire or a werewolf. Probably a vampire, right? For sure.
It depends on the vampire and the werewolf, though. Like, if the vampire
equal strength, for, like, equal strength, equal like they've both had their curse the same amount of time. Like, the vampire is not 1,000 years old, but it knows it's a vampire.
You gotta go vampire either way. A smart vampire can defend you against a dumb animal. You can't beat the dumb animal, but you can manipulate the smart vampire.
True.
At least attempt to.
I don't know. Seems risky.
Oh, I think he's right. You know, the vampire could think the situation the same way we would if we were getting attacked by a werewolf, but he's more invincible.
Yeah, that's fair. Good point. It's not terrible.
He could take the hit where we
Alright,
wouldn't.
so okay, let's take it one further. A vampire or a vampire or a fucking
God.
what are those things called? Naga? Like the serpent people
Like
with
the-
a trident? Or one of
Yeah.
those. I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
like a D&D beast. Alright, who in
You
the
could be all
bestiary
like-
would you pick to defend you from a Tarask? You can pick 4 creature types.
Another Tarask.
I was
But,
just gonna
but not a
say that.
Tarask. But not a Tarask.
Can I just
Um,
choose an ancient dragon though? Like
For sure.
I heard.
Nebby
So you just
Kanebi.
get 4 colors of dragons. That's honestly a great choice.
Beholder's not bad. Beholder's not a bad pool.
Get Nebby Kanebi and the Nebby bunch.
Yeah. There's only one.
Beholder would be pretty sick, dude. Those rays, those eyes.
Yeah, Beholder would be pretty cool.
How come nobody's ever made like a werewolves and vampires versus aliens movie?
No, but that needs to be a thing. You're totally right.
They need to do an underworld
I
movie. where,
agree with
like,
both of you.
Little green men show up and they got to do battle. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm still looking through these maps. I'm not finding a castle. I'm finding beautiful courtyards.
It's okay. I already got one. We're good. Sorry, we are
Sweet.
good to go. I'm
Okay,
already
cool.
crafting the Boogiest estate inside for players to use. I just got to grab you guys and push you there. But before we do that, let's hit this wonderful intro. Welcome to the world of Veranos, a world currently in crisis as it is assaulted by another realm. But a brave group of adventurers and their allies are determined to see this threat vanquished. So, where we pick up for the week, you guys spent the past several sessions fighting off a evil space warrior, one with pretty advanced magical capabilities, who was like reflecting spells back at you. He was also extremely tough, lots of health, lots of resilience. You know, it was like a lot that went on there, but you guys did best him. But at the end, before he left, he said something about his mission was complete anyways, so it didn't matter to him. And you know, he fled the combat, just hardly escaping. Fled the combat, and it was not long after the fight ended that you realized a guard tower nearby where you were had been destroyed and presumably ransacked as well. Now, I mean, what do you care about a guard tower? Who cares what happens to that? Well, it just so happens that this tower was, you know, part of the defensive
Like
network of the Boogiest
Yeah.
estate. Yeah. And every single one of these guard towers holds magical sigils and runes that are used when, you know, they can be used to access the Boogiest estate and bypass some of the magical defenses that are in place there. So it's with this realization that you guys realize that most likely this was a distraction to keep you guys occupied while some needed items were stolen. Needed items for accessing the Boogiest estate and the Boogiest lands, the castle specifically. So with that realization, you guys were kind of like, fuck shit. You know, that's not good. What are we going to do? And it was pretty quickly decided that you would travel to the estate yourselves. You know, Rugbug was in agreement with that. Try to basically travel there as quickly as possible to make sure everything's okay and see how it plays out. So that's pretty much where we left off. Again, you know, this individual was one of the space warriors, very similar to Savaron. You guys did contact Savaron, you know, to be like, yo, what's up? We need help. There's this attack happening. And he was like, yeah, I know there's an attack happening. I'm getting attacked too. And the most disturbing thing about this whole ordeal is that Savaron's not the only one with air power anymore. These bad guys came in an airship and they left in an airship. very similar to the ones that Saveron has, and Saveron was able to confirm that, you know, his stronghold was attacked with an airship as well. So hugely problematic for everyone involved, pretty much. So that's sort of where we pick up here. You guys were still at this the Snooty Poodle in Glenshire. You had basically just finished, helping them to sort of put some of the dead away, and just trying to like be chill ass adventurers who like help people, whatever it is you guys do. But yeah, the time has come to, I think, travel to the Boogius Estates and see what is up there. Now, Nugbug has access to a magical circle, so he's able to teleport you guys there pretty much instantly, which is cool. That's good to know. And I mean, technically, Quelton or Thenlin, whichever one of them was a magic user, would also be able to transport you there. Now, just to give a quick rundown of the Boogies Estate, that's where Nugbug's from. Very, very wealthy trading family in the area. They got lots and lots of money, which is cool. Good for them. And they're the leader of this family is a ancient dragon known as Gam Gam. Well, she's got a bigger name than that, but Gam Gam's what we're going with for now. And but this dragon sleeps most of the time because she's so ancient, she's so tired. And there's also some uncles, fathers, stuff like that, who are in charge of the keeping the estate safe and the day-to-day operations. So that's where we pick up. You guys are still in Glenshire. Whenever you're ready, you can just say we teleport to the Boogius Estates, and I'll take care of that. Or you could say we don't want to do that anymore. We're going to go do something else, and that's fine too. Whatever feels right to y'all.
I'm just gonna look at everyone, kind of get their attention. Be like, everyone, I think it's time we all go back to the town of Flavor and just like have a shopping episode. What do you say?
Yes, queen.
No.
Shopping,
Yeah, I mean,
shopping.
without having to like speak for Nugbug, I think we would just want him to do the circle. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I would think
relatively
so.
confident that he would be down to go check on Gam Gam
Absolutely.
and get
'Cause, like,
back home.
While like we all did level up, we didn't long rest, so we're all still like half beat up. But the urgency of going to find out what happened, if these people stole something that gives them access to the castle, are they using it now? Are they currently in a fight? Like, there's kind of an immediacy to what went down.
Yeah, you don't know. You know what I mean? It's
And
definitely
like,
kind of
and we've
scary.
been talking to Rugbug for a while, and I don't remember him like using a message spell to be like, "Oh no, everything's fine." He's just been kind of weirdly chill about all this.
Yeah, I mean, he's not worried. There's plenty of guards and shit. Like, why would he be worried? He has no reason to be concerned.
But he wasn't.
That doesn't mean he shouldn't be,
He didn't fight this thing.
but he
Why is he so
doesn't have
aloof?
reason to be. He was there. He saw the whole thing go down.
Pretty sus. Can I roll a? Can I roll
What,
insight?
insight? Yeah, you can insight, Mr. Rubius.
I'll be right back.
I'm sure you
You have
have a
to find
huge
it.
insight.
Yeah, probably not. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, yeah. It's really
Too
good.
bad you're not wearing a belt of insight.
I am.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
Damn.
No, yeah, I mean, he
Way to waste my 20, right?
he just seems really confident. Like in his eyes, like his estate, his family is something that like can't, like they're beyond reproach. They're beyond being hurt. Like they're so powerful. I mean, obviously one of the brothers did die mysteriously like 2 years
To a
ago.
fault.
That was cool.
Basically, is what you're saying, right? Yeah.
Maybe to a fault, yeah. I guess. Did I say that? Sure.
Possibly.
One of the brothers did die 2 years ago. So, that wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
But other than that, this is a really, really powerful family. They're very confident. I mean, the leader of the family is an ancient. I think he said that she was an amethyst dragon.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Amethyst dragon.
Amethyst.
Hmm.
So she's purple. Just giant purple dragons in charge of the family. Dragon blood runs through everybody's veins. She's still around, so it's like a lot going on
Yep.
there.
Heard that.
Yeah. So, you could, if you think that an attack is imminent, you could reach out to some of your allies, try and get better equipment. You know that the enemies have um word I'm looking for is air support now. You know, so that's not great for y'all. Because even with y'all's power, if one of these gunships just swooped down and started unloading on the party, you guys would be in a bit of trouble. Even with the tough ACs and healths and everything. That's a potential spot. So something to watch out for.
Mechanical question about the bag of potions.
Yep.
Do they go away after a certain amount of time?
Yeah, nah, it's fine. You guys can just keep them.
And it's once a day we can use it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like,
That's
whatever,
I mean, me as a player, and I think Holden as a character, sees nothing of value in staying here. Because it seems like Rugbug and his homies have it held down here. Holden, I think, really wants to go check out what's going on at the castle. Like, we need to go. He's looking at Haliax and Salthus and Fetha.
Oh, we were going. Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Where can Nugbug draw it on the ground here?
Yeah, no, he for this spell, I'm pretty sure he just casts it and it takes you to somewhere. He just has to know the circle for where
Have to
you're
know the
headed,
location.
which he does know in this case because it's his family home.
Nice.
Yeah,
The Gam Gam.
the Gam Gam. All right, so
Montage.
Tell me when he does the teleport. I got a little sound cue.
well, you just hold on, okay?
And I'm so glad I rolled a 20 to find out something that I already knew.
It's always those. It's always the probing rolls that hit for
Here's your
20.
20, man.
Then when it's like, if you hit a 20
King.
here, you'll get the sword of fucking King Arthur, and it's like 1.
It's like, since you don't play so often, maybe you'll get one in another 5 months.
Yeah.
Truthishly, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just naming characters on this map right now. Got a lot of bugs to name. All right. Rugbug, Zugbug, Chugbug.
I mean, if you think I'm the only one that's going to be writing these names down, you're right. So don't worry about it.
You're hilarious. All right, that's fine for now. Yeah, so you guys, you're like Nugbug, we gotta go, and he's like, I'm sure he agrees. And yeah, even Rugbug now is like, yeah, I think it's time we head back to the estate, make sure everything's right. Let them know that we need to start working to change the spells. As he explained last week, well, Fenlin explained this last week. Basically.
Oh, I think I want to ask. Rugbug something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Rugbug, you. Let's be honest. From one rich kid to another, game recognized game. Does your family have airships or anything that might aid us in this seemingly endless demonic war against armored, ironclad airships that could blow us away at any time?
Or like a fleet of dragons.
yes, I mean we have draconic allies we can call on. Gam Gam can call on some of her other chromatic friends. Um, um, and gem dragons, metallic dragons of all sorts. So, but that's really the only form of air superiority we possess. Though most would consider it quite formidable.
Okay. Then that is noted. Thank you very much. Nugbug, do you mind? Let's get going. Gem dragons and metallic dragons.
Yep.
Nice. And I'm gonna go over to the boys over here and huddle up and be like, maybe we can send word over to Kempsport and have them fix up and fire up the old airship. They might need it.
I guess we could always check in on them
Just send them a message or something.
for sure.
Remember, the
I'm
airship
sure-
is still the airship. As far as you guys know, it's not operational yet. It's still being repaired and made ready for operations.
Or we could at least, kind of send word to all the League HQs to beware that they have not air superiority, but they have air support now. Maybe double patrols and things like that. Maybe figure out some anti-air type weaponry.
Sure, Barnabas has something he cooked up. Like crazy asshole.
I remember he designed this thing, he called it the Amy Uppy, and it was just a big wood block that you would angle cannons on, and it would point, like, almost vertical. And you would fill it with, like, a bunch of small cannonballs. It was crazy.
Can I get that name one more time? Did you say the Amy Uppy?
The Amy Uppy or the Pointy Uppy, I don't remember. He wasn't very good with his words, Barnabas.
You're talking about the Amy Uppy. Yes, it's quite the tool. It just be shooting straight up in the air. We've had some problems with it. If you
Maybe we
don't
could
hit
figure
something,
out-
it tends to destroy itself.
Figure out some kind of rail
projectile
system
comes back down.
so they could spin and aim them a little better. Something like that. I don't know.
Something like that.
I already forgot, guys. Did we tell Saveron that
Oh, yeah.
we think that they know a way to get into the castle now, or did we just tell him that they attacked the perimeter and left it at that?
To be honest, the vibe I really got from this guy was, I hear you, and it's happening everywhere type situation. So while I think we still have their
but even
support,
though while it's,
I don't know if he sees
while
it as urgent as we do.
yeah, well, yeah. I was just
But
saying,
absolutely, I'll take
even though they
the
attacked
earring
everywhere.
off, and I'll give it to Heliax and be like, by all means, if you want to talk to him, this thing is kind of making my ear sore anyway. I'll hand him the earring.
It's very punk rock.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is,
it's very
isn't it?
punk rock here.
Is it dangly or is it like a stud?
It's just like a
It's
metal
dangly.
spike.
It's
okay.
dangly
No,
with like
dangly.
it's dangly with like some kind of hammer.
Ugh, yeah.
A
I was
hammer of
thinking
war.
I was thinking of like the Mistborn, the bad guys
Oh
with the
yeah.
spikes in their eyes. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Maybe I'll send it later once we get to the. But yeah.
Yeah, I've only really used it in times when we've run into big guys like this, or we were completely cornered, and he was like providing active air support. But it works. He can hear you, and he. Thing is, you ever talk to somebody and they have that's not a good reference. It's like they're hearing 1,000 voices, and they can discern yours out of all of them, but they seem very busy. So if he seems like a dick, he's not being a dick. He's just very busy.
Yeah, I understand. I hear voices all the time. I mean, wait.
I'm not
Never
crying.
mind.
It's not. If I'm crying,
was
it's not
that?
because I'm sad. Nothing. Never mind.
It's not because I'm sad. Once again,
What was that?
Okay, Cole got it. That's all that matters.
I'm crying. It's not because
If I'm crying,
sad.
it's not because I'm sad.
Such an asshole. That's hilarious.
All right. So
all
we
right.
teleport now.
Yes, you guys teleport. You zoom in. You reapparate in a temple. it's like a nice little temple area. You know, it's like, ooh, look at this, look at this. It's really actually like, really, really nice. And you guys basically operate right in the middle. There are a lot of armed guards who immediately go on alert when they see you, but before, I mean, they like raise their crossbows, will go to grab their weapons, but immediately recognize Rugbug as well as Nugbug. So both of them are recognized, and the guards are immediately at ease, and they're like, "Lords, welcome back to the estate," is the result you get from the guards. And one figure steps forward, a priestly type, cleric type, clad in full resplendent armor with I think I asked Nugbug what sort of deity his family was aligned with. I don't remember what he said, but you know, there's the symbols of this deity all over this individual's armor, and this individual steps forward and he goes, "Cousins, it's great to see you!" And he immediately gives Rugbug a hug, and he goes to give Nugbug a hug. We'll resolve the details of that at some point in the future. This is their cousin Zugius Bugius, or Zugbug. He's a cleric of whatever god his family worships. Okay? He greets you guys like, "What brings you back? We weren't expecting you, Rugbug, for a while." And Rug is like, "Cousin, hard times out here. Not only do I have much to report on the goings-ons in the lands, but something very disturbing has just happened near the large lake. Near Zugius Lake. The lake's named after Zugbug. He's like, the entire estate may be in jeopardy. We need to see Uncle Hugius immediately, and we probably need to wake Gam Gam." And Zug is like, "That's crazy. Second people today talking about waking Gam Gam, huh? There was some silver lady came through here earlier. She was quite insistent about it. Yeah, I mean,
Holding a perk up at that. Silver lady.
you're welcome to come, and yes, you're welcome to. I'll take you over to the estate proper, so you can go to the attendance room."
Do you mean the one of the
Order?
Dragonborn from the Order of My Silver Lady?
You don't fucking know.
I'm asking.
He's
him.
like, "Oh, yeah, oh, that's sorry." Role play. That's what we're doing.
Hence the question. I would like
Actually,
to learn.
I need to make Zugbug and Rugbug sound less alike. So now Zugbug sounds like this now. He goes, yes, that was it. Lady something Haven from the Order of Our Silver Lady.
Yo.
She came with a few attendants, saying she needed to petition Gam Gam. A petition for awakening Gam Gam. Apparently they're gathering the dragons. A new threat is facing the realm.
Oh shit!
We know about the current threats facing the realm, but I guess it's growing to quite the point where they're expecting that they need all of the draconic forces they can get.
Lord
I wonder if they
Zugius.
hit other places too.
Lord Zugius. My name is Holden. As you can see, I can change forms. I'm a shapeshifter. There's one of my kind that I can't 100% tell you that is involved, but has a vendetta against us. Do you have protections in this place of people who, like myself, or can people change their form freely in these walls?
There's no protections per se in place, but most of our guards do have helmets enchanted with true sight to prevent any sort of magical illusion or shape changing from being able to infiltrate our grounds. Not every guard, but enough of them that things are pretty well covered, especially in the audience chambers.
That's quite pertinent. Thank you. And
Absolutely.
when he says like multiple enchantments of true sight, he just kind of looks at you guys like, yo, they're fucking rich.
Yeah.
What?
Is it loaded?
What?
Yeah. They're really, really rich. Like, Dalthus is poor.
Like, I'm looking at Southus like you might want to buck one of those helmets before we leave.
Yeah. Permanently enchanted like an 8th level spell on an item. Just a helmet. Not even a magic helmet, just a helmet. It's magic now. All right. So even though, you know, Rugbug and Nugbug would know the name, know the way, it's just a matter of pomp and circumstance that Zugbug leads you to the castle proper. It's just it's a little bit of a walk through the city. It's like maybe 10 minutes of a walk through the city, and you guys are able to see the actual the Bugia city. Basically, we can think of a better name for it, but like the city that surrounds the Bugias estate. And I mean, you're not even in the city proper. You're already within like the outer walls of the castle. You have to go through the inner walls of the castle to get to the castle proper. And this area is, I mean, every single building is immaculately taken care of. It is all like white marble with gold trim, and there's amethyst on everything, right? There's precious gems, but especially like purple and blue, and the colors of the Bugias family. Just everything is just dripping, as the kids would say these days. This place has a great drip to it.
What is there any signs
We
of
are in,
like wealth disparity, or does it like seem like everywhere around is just super upscale?
There's a set of walls that keep you from seeing beyond. You know, you're within an inner set of walls, like
Yeah,
not
okay.
like you're within one
So
wall ring, so you don't know what
okay.
the city proper looks
We're
like.
not in
This
the
is obviously
sprawl.
like,
We're like in yeah, okay.
yeah, you're not in the castle, but you're in like the area directly surrounding the castle. This part's really nice. You don't know what the rest looks like, but I mean, knowing this family and you know how well they've taken care of what you've seen so far, you imagine that it's not that bad out there.
Hmm.
Definitely, even the slums are probably nicer than any city you've been to so far, like on average. But yeah, you guys, after about a 10-minute walk, he leads you through a large gate. You know, the guards let you pass immediately. Doors open before you. You've got three of the family members themselves traveling in one party. Um, you know, you're a ragtag group. You guys are injured. Fetha's probably bleeding from the face. So is Yugtab. I mean, you guys are still bloodied from that fight.
Is it
Heliax is probably, I don't know how much he healed, but super like limping behind everyone. But you know, I mean, Linton would have thrown some heals. So you guys are all like at least half health. So nobody's, I guess, is super fucked up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm very limpy. I'm very
yeah,
limpy.
you guys definitely draw a little bit of attention, but you know, it's not like a
But
big deal.
as I'm walking around, I'm just like Dragonborn here, ally, Dragonborn,
Ally,
yep,
ally.
bronze Dragonborn, ally.
Wow, that's hilarious.
That's amazing.
Holden, you like step out into a corner real quick and like transform into a gold dragonborn or something. I don't know.
Actually no, I would probably go to the dwarf form just to be like less noticeable as a shapeshifter or whatever. But at the same
Yeah,
time I'm looking around to see I
Is
know
he walking
like
very closely to Southest?
yeah.
yeah, be careful.
Yeah. Uh
Jesus fucking
I
Christ,
know
Holden. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, buddy.
The fu-
I almost shanked you, Holden. Be careful next time.
I'm sorry. I walked up on you. I know I shouldn't do that. I'm not very street smart.
All right, guys,
Um,
I'm so sorry, but I totally missed like the last 2 minutes. My controller died on my Xbox.
that's okay. You
Um,
guys are just now entering the estate proper.
I'm
The
looking
area surrounding the
around.
estate was very pretty.
Based on your description, it doesn't seem like a battle happened, but what I'm looking for is there like an increased guard presence? Does it seem
There's a
like
lot
there's
of
more
guards.
than necessary? No, I mean like Holden grew up in like a keep, so he knows like what's a normal amount of guards. Are there like extra?
Yeah, there's more than what you'd consider a normal
Okay.
amount.
Nice. Okay, sweet.
And I mean, remember, the guard force for this family is basically its own standing army.
Yep.
They got bodies.
What do they look
But yeah,
like?
when you go to approach, they're mostly just dressed in like silver armor with little amethyst inlays, a little bit of gold inlays. They seem, you know, pretty well trained, like a military force would be. You know, usually town guards are kind of like hanging out, leaning against the wall, like chilling, you know. But these guys are like at attention. They are professionals for sure.
What do they carry as a dress weapon?
Most of them they actually have a large assortment of weapons, and you definitely notice that some of them seem to be carrying like magical weapons.
Interesting.
The standard set seems to be like a longsword and a crossbow. So they are like armed and equipped for most situations.
Nice. Some flag
Yes.
bearers with him and stuff. Okay, cool.
Yes. And like as you're going, I guess either Nugbug or Rugbug is telling you guys, like, oh yes, the guard force here is one of the most excellent trained in the lands, and you have to meet what do we call them? Let's do a throwback. You'll have to meet the gold keepers, the elite guards. They're more highly trained. Most of them are magically as well as physically inclined. They're quite. We'll be very safe here, I can assure you. I can't imagine anything could happen here at the estate. And in fact, one of the reasons we haven't been attacked yet, you can't see it, but the entire city is covered in a magical dome that protects from any sort of unwanted teleportation magic, except for means of the circle we just used. It also protects from anything in the air. Even another dragon trying to come in would need one of those runes or sigils in order to make it through the protections properly.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
and
about
that's
that.
one of the
We're
reasons
pretty
it
sure
would
a
take
few of
so
those
long.
got stolen.
Yes, and that's what's so troubling. But even a few stolen couldn't possibly threaten things like this. So yeah. You guys make your way inside of the keep itself. Oh yeah, so the walls like surrounding this, there's a ton of guards on the walls surrounding the inner keep. All right, so this is a pretty big map.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you guys, this is the main entrance hallway you've just come in. There's Zugbug in front of you. If you go down a little bit, you'll see the audience chamber we'll get to in a minute. But anybody who's a family member is named. We have Quugbug, Chugbug, Zugbug, and Brugbug, as well as the Uncle Hugbug, are all present in this scene.
Creepy.
I know. When there's enough of them, it gets weird. Quugbug is my favorite, I think.
I want to have a beer with Chugbug.
Yeah, well, Chug, there's a reason he's named Chugbug. Right?
You ever look at a
but yeah.
baby and you're like, this guy's gonna be a drunk? Name him Chugbug.
I feel like we should hold for James, because he said he was going to be here tonight, and I was going to do a whole different thing with this session if he wasn't going to be here, because I don't want to do like the whole introductions and everything with his uncle and his father and mother are going to be here too. It just doesn't feel right. Okay.
Sure.
You.
Let's can we
need
reach out to
our
him and see if
ninjas.
he's gonna be able to show up? Because one message, he might have gotten busy again. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can
In
take
the
our break
meantime,
now at
I'm going
least.
to move you guys over to the submarine, because I really want you all to think about, some of the rooms are labeled. I really want to think about where you want to spend a little bit of money upgrading, what other things you want to add. We've already added the teleportation circle. There's training equipment area, and there's a secret door somewhere that once you go through it will let you just fight. And you added a bunch of fresh plants and things like that to make it so like you can have fresh food and shit, which is cool.
All right.
I would like to upgrade the Amy Uppy.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to add an Amy Uppy on the ship?
I want
The
to
ship-
add a
the
couple
Amy
Amy Uppies on.
Uppy never got out of R&D, so like this is not like
I was also thinking
it didn't work. Okay.
this being like in the
We
future.
can use cannonballs as bearings.
Yeah, this being like in the future, maybe we have already done our breakdown and research of the bolter we found. So can we use what we learned to like buff the guns or something? Like give them a little bonus?
Maybe create like a
So
create like a
with your
powerful ammo.
breakdown, like just to expedite that sort of thought, even with that, there's like it's very tricky. So you're able to reverse engineer the like workings of it. You understand how it works. You understand how the projectile explodes, how it's fired, but like there are materials that are completely foreign that you have no idea how to recreate. So in order
Right.
to properly do this, it would take the assistance of Salvaron.
Well, what I was thinking was maybe not necessarily be able to emulate the materials, because even through magic, it's temporary. I was doing a bunch of reading about this. I was thinking more like the mechanism. Is there anything about the mechanism that is like unique or something that we don't have, even if it's just a loading mechanism or something to make it so, it's an easier skill check for someone who's reloading the gun or whatever. Not to like make all the guns bolters, but to like learn from the way this thing was built.
Sure. I mean, the biggest thing is actually not the gun itself, but the clip. And the way it's
The
clip
idea
fed,
of a
you do,
magazine, yeah.
yeah. So you're able to, you can definitely apply that to the main gun. Um, and give it a
So
little bit of a
maybe, yeah,
faster
it gets
fire rate.
a couple more shots before you have to reload it or something.
Yeah. But other than that, the main gun fires projectiles, but a lot of the other cannons on the ship are magical in nature.
What about the helmet we found? Can we glean anything from the way they shape their armor? And like maybe make our hull stronger slightly? Getting like a rounded hull?
The armor, I mean, the helmet is not any sort of shape. It's really the material that makes it so resilient. And again, like the material itself is still a mystery to you as far as what exactly is in it, how you could recreate it with the resources you have at hand. But roll like what's your
Yeah, that's what
tinker
I
shit?
wanted. I want to
Like
roll dice,
Arcana?
maybe.
Roll an
Yeah, let me
Arcana.
see. How do these tools work? I have Tinker's tools, and I have like some feature for it. Tinker's tools. Beyond 20. Okay, and then features and traits. Ba ba ba
Okay.
da ba. Give me a second. Right tool for the job. Yeah, it's different. Alright, well, I'm not going to keep looking. I'll get a +5 from the genius thingy. So that's 4 on
Okay.
the dice. 5 makes 9. This is not great. And I guess the bonus would just be proficiency.
Yeah.
So 14.
All right. So yeah, with that, you do glean some insights into like you glean like some insight into like how like this is not just one metal, it's a blend of metals, right?
Some
And
kind of
you're able to
alloy.
sort of,
Sons of
yeah, you're
bitches.
able to sort of break down like the nature of the alloy. Again, like the materials they've blended are really like beyond you, but the process of blending and like the ratio is something completely different from any alloys that are currently made in this realm. So you are able to, determine a way to make like a slightly stronger metal, but it's not something you could apply necessarily to the hull of the ship because that's such a large area
Maybe
and
to
that
the
would delay
magazine
probably
to protect the
construction by months.
ammunition.
That's definitely possible. Or I was gonna say, you could apply it to like armor yourself or something like that.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, we could make some like really good armor for our elite guards on the ship. I'm down for that.
And I'm adding red boxes around the ammo magazines to make us remember that they're slightly reinforced. That'll if the magazines take like a hit, that'll give you like advantage on the roll against
Just
like the
save to like
magazines exploding.
exploding. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's all my contribution for now. Like, guys, whatever you want, get creative. What
So
would you want
Fetha,
on this if you're going to spend possibly years on it?
while the Amy Uppy was in itself a failure, you're able to convince Barnabas to modify the main cannon such that it's able to shoot directly up in the air.
Hell yes.
He won't give you an Amy
Barnabas,
Uppy
I have
yet.
a few ideas.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. I lost too many good men trying to develop that thing.
Now, I might have an idea on how the Amy Uppy could work.
All right, I'd be
So-
listening.
Here's my deal. You have old cannonballs, yeah?
Yar.
You got lots of grease.
Yar.
So we take the cannonballs. We put them in a track under the cannon, or the Amy Uppy, and it'll allow us to swing it back and forth. And what we do is, on the mounting side, we put locking pegs. So when we want to aim it in a certain direction, we can move it easily, lock it in place, and then fire. We use the grease as a lubricant so it moves smoothly.
Yar son, that just be a cannon. We've already got those.
But you
And
don't have any
actually,
that
so-
aim me uppy.
No, because when you shoot things up in the air, they come back down. That'd be the problem with the Amy Uppy.
Oh, I thought
You'd
the
be
whole
shooting
point
it
was to shoot
directly
things
up.
in the air.
Yes, but then it comes directly back down if you don't hit nothing. And that's when the problem
Well, you gotta get your aim better. Then why don't we put an aiming device on the cannon? This way, we will not aimy downy at us.
Sure. And he installs little scopes on the deck cannons.
Yes.
So you can Amy them uppy if you need to.
Awesome.
Specifically these two, the two little stubby cannons that are on the deck. I mean those are, for long range like bombards. They could fire straight up. But again,
No,
It's
we
gonna
want
come
them to
straight
fire
down.
out and up, like not straight.
Also-
up. Like that's ludicrous.
we found you need a bit of an angle to make it work. Or else you'd
That's
just
what
be
you-
murdering your engineers. It's not pretty.
Yo, did we get rid of that thing, the beholder eye that we had in the lamp that we were like shining? Is that gone? The anti magic beam thing?
Yeah,
On
that
the
was
jar,
destroyed when the
back.
beholder.
Damn. Because if we had an
Yeah,
anti
that's
magic
not-
turret, bro, then we could actually fuck some
You're
shields
not-
up.
That's not happening.
Hell yeah. We just gotta enslave a
Love you
beholder
guys,
or
but just
befriend a
no.
beholder.
Or what if you could like just get an eye of a beholder and get it magically or like physically just like grafted to you so that now you have an eye of a beholder?
Now we're talking
Yo,
about a
you-
supervillain.
Just remember,
now
beauty
you're
is
giving
in
the
the eye.
DM ideas.
Jar,
The
I don't-
mercenary that's helped you for 2 hours. Griff rips his shirt off and his chest has a beholder anti-magic eye and he
Beholder
starts
eye.
killing us.
Holder. Oh my god.
And Griff's
He just
like,
lets out a,
the
"Yaw!"
beauty's been inside of me all along.
No, Griff.
Ah!
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Woo!
Second, never mind. I was gonna make a cloaca joke.
No, please. I think you should.
It wouldn't be D&D with you if we didn't have a cloaca joke.
We're not going to continue this game until you make your cloaca joke.
Oh, that's it, you're
that
fucked.
was-
I mean, I
no,
don't know,
it's just,
man.
he,
What?
he goes to open his shirt and like it's not the eye, it's just a second cloaca.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I hate you. I did specifically ask for that, though.
I don't know, guys. Like, any word from Nugbug?
Not that I can see.
It's okay, guys.
I'll
There's
yell at
so
him
much-
through text
have-
messages.
So much content here.
We have an armory on the ship, right? For like building
Yeah.
the bullets and like building like a shield or armor if we want to use that.
Oh
the
yeah.
alloy. Okay.
Absolutely.
Miss, what do you know of anti-magic?
Yeah, the R&D workshop is on the bottom right.
The best form of anti-magic I know is running your sharp blade across the mage's throat.
Yeah. I
mean, that is
used to know this. I used to know this forger of weapons and armor, and her name was Amanda. Amanda Lorian.
God damn it. Shit.
Sure.
Sean.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I had to.
No, that was
It's okay.
perfect. That was a perfect
I understand.
opportunity, but I
Yeah,
was
it's
too late to the
perfect.
punch.
Yep. There it is.
Don't know what happened to her. I think she's doing really well right now.
I heard she had a kid.
A child?
Yeah, she is a child.
The child?
All right. So, how long until we get this ASStral submarine? Uh,
The ship's almost ready for you. It's just
oh,
just a matter of making sure that everything is in place and we've got all the stuff that you've requested.
good. That's good.
Tell you what to
Oh,
talk.
I met a man who gave all his guards helmets of true seeing. You should get on that.
I don't know who you think I am. So
It just seems like a good idea if you think about it.
seems like a great idea. Seems like a great idea.
I see what you did there. You mean like, and I just wiggle my fingers together like I'm talking about money? Great idea. Like, yeah.
Sure. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Great. That would be lovely.
Maybe,
If I could afford it, I'd do it.
maybe if
What's
Guys,
money? I mean, how are you gonna retire if the world has ended? I know you put some coin away.
you know we keep doing these jobs, maybe I'll buy you one.
Aw. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to Barnabas.
Yeah, but you got so fucking negative, all right?
Still can't afford it. Whether you've been nice to me or not.
That's better.
did we ever find the big chest of gold that we teleported out? Did it ever make it back to HQ?
No.
And we build something to help us find that, maybe? We
Like a
have
gold
like
detector?
can we well no. Do we have like do we have any of that other gold that's connected to that gold that we could maybe like I don't want to say douse, that's not what I'm thinking of, but you know, like I try to find something by having something that's related to it. Is that like the housing rod or something like that? I don't know.
I mean, that
I
is.
read a book once.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is in the future. Can we roll to see if we found our chest full of 800,000 gold?
You haven't tried to find it. So
Yeah, but
therefore
we
there's
totally
no
did.
to be made.
We totally did in the past.
Yeah, we
We-
failed
we-
one time.
we
I do
definitely
remember. Like, yeah.
we did.
That would be fucked up.
Totally. Totally tried.
We run out of fucking cannonballs. We just start shooting gold.
We just load like
Alright.
6 brick, 1 cannon. It's like a gold shotgun.
Nah, they're just dick shaped like gold bullet shaped.
Ooh, maybe we're sponsored by the
Another
Nugas
dick
estate
shaped
now.
like bullets, sure. Let's do that.
Wait, strike that. Reverse it.
Dicks shaped like bullets.
My God.
I like the idea of
Uh,
dick shaped like bullets.
You're all a bunch of silly motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know.
I'm trying to think of like what else to add. I mean,
Well, if I'm to be honest with you, the biggest thing that the ship needs is a crew.
Hold on. Do we have a way to communicate? Can we use this earring that I got here and kind of tie that into the ship to communicate with Saveron?
The ship.
Actually,
Savron has been to visit a few times, and actually, the ship will have some built-in communication systems. We're going to be building little wall panels with the speaking stones inside, so you'll be able to talk quickly amongst the ship, whether you've got to the earrings or not.
Oh, that's nice. So I still get to keep my little punk rock earring there. That's
Yeah, you'll be keeping that.
fabulous. Sweet.
So just to review with
actually,
you, there's still upgrades that could be done to the hull at a cost. Also, the main gun still has potential to be upgraded as well.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
And,
we?
I got 0 qualms with that.
When we talk about upgrade, what kind of upgrade are we talking about here?
well, we could either upgrade the targeting systems, make it able to hit things easier, or we can upgrade the actual strength of the projectiles. I've already
How
made an upgrade
accurate?
to the loading system, which has helped a bit.
How accurate is it right now? Like if you were
Right
to.
now, it'd be getting what you'd call a +10 to hit.
Ooh, that sounds pretty favorable.
For every 10,000 gold you put into this research, you'd get another +1 to hit. And for every 20,000 gold you put into this research, you could get another D10's worth of damage to it. For 50,000 gold, you can add 10 to the damage bonus, guaranteeing more damage anytime you hit something.
I like
Cut,
pull
cut
out
to
my
us.
pockets to see how much gold I have.
Cut to us helping Sothis break into the Nugius vault and steal all the gold to pay for this.
Yeah.
Iris comes over and pops that thought bubble.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Hey guys, I have like.
Why are you so
1,000
good,
gold on me.
Iris?
As for the hull, if you don't remember, right now your ship's got 610 hit points, if you will. For every 20,000 gold you put into that, you'd get another 10 hit points.
How's our our defensive maneuverability?
We could do. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, for the engine right now, the biggest thing is you need to be capturing some elementals to power it. The more powerful the elemental, the more agile your ship will be.
I remember that. Thanks.
Yep.
Back to
Well-
Holden's question. Sorry.
Question: who owns this boat exactly?
That'd be me.
I can put in 75,000 if you'll promise to let me smuggle a few things beneath the ocean.
Right. This ship, well, it does go beneath the ocean, but we're going to be using it to travel off this world onto other worlds between the planes. Since
The
there's no
ASStral
customs
plane.
agents there, it's not smuggling.
Well, even so, I'll put in 75,000 if you pretend like I never said that.
Okay. Sounds great. We can allocate that 75,000 towards some of the research if you wanted.
Whatever you think, Captain, but the things I'm gonna bring along have to be very, very safe.
And then the cannon bays, those are the same cost to upgrade as the main gun. Remember, there's 4 rear facing, 2 front facing. Those currently do 4d8 plus 10 damage with a +8 to hit. So it'd be for those, it's 10k for +2 to hit, 50k for another +10 base damage, and since it's just a d8, we'll say it's 15k per d8 you want to add.
Definitely. Let's upgrade those targeting systems.
The group only has 10 grand right now. I think Holden's personal is decent. Let me see. I got 12k.
And the reason those upgrades are so expensive is because you're upgrading all of the cannons.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not questioning
it's-
the price at all. It actually makes total sense for what we're doing. But I'm also thinking maybe we could get some sponsorship from the Nugius family based on what goes on back at the other mission. But for now, I'll throw 10k in for one of those buffs. You said it was 10k for the +1 and 50 for the damage.
Yeah, +1 to hit.
Yeah, I'll do 10 for a +1.
And then the deck guns, they're a little bit cheaper. It's 10k for +2 to hit. Right now, there's 10 of them, 10 deck guns on the ship. They do 2d10 damage +5, and then it's a +6 to hit. So it's +2. Sorry, 10k for +2 to hit, 5k for +5 to base damage, and 5k to add another d10.
Okay.
To hit.
I'll do 10k to the bigger guns for the +1 to hit. And you're making note of this, right? Because I'm about to remove 10,000 gold.
Yeah, what did you say you wanted to upgrade? I'm still.
I
writing
think it
shit down.
was one of the gun bays for a +1, like the bigger guns.
We want to do the main gun.
Yeah, for sure.
+1 to hit. Awesome. So now it's at a +11 to hit.
Okay, removing 10 grand Rest in peace.
For the stores, which basically represents the quality of the food and stuff that's on the ship, this is something you guys will be able to collect stuff, but it's going to have a large crew, so this is kind of important. It's 20K to upgrade the quality of the stores. Right now, they're average.
How
The crew
much
you
is
don't have,
it?
the engine you haven't done yet. Teleportation circle is 60K. You already installed that. And if you wanted to put magic amplification runes that would make any spell cast off the ship more powerful, that would be 100,000 gold
How
outright to do that.
how much is it to hire a staff member that can cast Hero's Feast?
Well, that may not cost you money. You guys have had a lot
Ooh.
of personal relationships with powerful organizations and
Mm-hmm.
powerful individuals. So, depending on who you get to crew, like if you do convince some members of the Order of Our Silver Lady to come on this expedition, there's a pretty good chance one of them, or same thing with the Lightbringers, there's a pretty good chance one of them will be able to cast Hero's Feast.
Mm-hmm. And the quality of the food
Or
affects the crew morale, right? So that affects their
Mhm.
like combat readiness and all that.
It affects morale, and if let's say something happens and you are stranded somewhere out in astral space, the quality of the food will become a very important factor.
Yeah, it'll
It's
degrade.
also
Yep.
quality and quantity.
Okay. Makes sense.
But the crew has no cost associated unless somebody wants to charge you. Or you could, after you've assembled, people from your organizations, you could still go out and freelance hire like some extra people, which might cost you some money.
Yeah, I
Um,
was thinking, and I'm talking a lot here. I'm gonna shut up for a second, but I was thinking directly of what we just encountered. If everything goes okay, maybe paying to conscript maybe 2 of the gold keepers, like the super elite Nugbug guards. That'd be pretty badass.
yeah, that'd be pretty badass. Maybe, I mean, Savaran, there's a pretty good chance he's going to want to come with you guys. Or maybe you could get Thorgan and Jorgen on the ship if Savaran's not into it.
Mm-hmm. We're basically gonna be a moving
Oh,
LOJHQ. Like, it's gonna be nuts.
speaking of Saveron, do we have a landing bay for his ship so it can be repaired in case of damage during a fight?
I mean, you've spoken to him about this. He's not going to bring his ship
Okay.
because they're going to need it to defend the realm.
Yeah.
He's able
And
to
remember,
That's
teleport.
fair
you guys came back from your back in time adventure. He has a lot of ships now. He has like a whole fleet of them. Because things are like escalated toward like well past where they were escalated when you went back in time. Because things are different now. But remember, you do have 6 total interceptors. There's 3 that launch from the top deck that are more like currently are more like just really scouting boats. And then you have 3 that launch from the bottom deck, which right now those are interceptors with weapons. So you could also upgrade the quality of any of these ships. I would say any sort of upgrade here would be at least $15,000, whether it's adding better weapons or upgrading the speed of the ships or the style of the ships, whatever you should choose.
Do you have access to a copy-pastable version of the price list?
No, I'm writing all this in right now on my notes, but I can put I can type it all into the notes for you guys.
Okay, sick. Yeah, because I think, we probably want to go, clearly go to, like, bottom dollar by the time we leave. Because there's no point in taking money, depending on where we're going. Maybe, like,
Something else,
You know
a
why,
couple
Cole?
grand
Do
just to
you know
hold
why,
on to
Cole?
it.
Because you
Why?
can't take it with you.
oh fuck. What are you doing to
Oh,
me tonight?
shit, dude. Damn.
I'm mind fucking you right now. That's what's
Yeah,
happening.
Oh. Well, so something else to consider is like, let's say you'd be like, like Lightbringer Garth is like, yeah, like we're the Lightbringers, like we need to bring light to the whole galaxy, so like we want to be on the ship, and you're like, all right, Garth, pay 100 grand for the magic amplification runes, and we'll let you bring a contingent of men on the ship. You can make deals like that and shit. Also,
Hey, Saltus, I think we might need your
Expertise.
silver tongue for this one.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Silver
There's
tongue.
always a better price to be had.
Does
This is
Salthus
why
have a
I like this guy.
mustache?
Maybe.
What?
I picture Salthus like twisting a finely waxed mustache. I don't
Like
know why.
Snively Whiplash, just
Yeah,
curling his
just
mustache.
curling it.
All right, we need a better price.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm persuaded. 33.
Oh, what is this to like persuade Barnaby to get Barnabas to give you guys a better better price on some of these things? That's not he's not that's not like an option. I mean, that's a huge persuasion. He wants to give you a better price, but this is like what it's costing to build the ship, and he's already essentially given it to you guys for free as long as you bring him with you. So, well, yeah, I mean, what specifically are you trying to persuade him to do here?
I don't know. Well, let's try this then. So, he's got a bunch of money from us already, right? Where is he keeping his money?
It's in the ship. Like it's invested in the ship.
God damn it!
Like it's not like he's sitting on a pile of gold. Everything he owns is caught up in like building and restoring the ship for you guys. This is his church, the Church of the Tides.
Are
Not
any of
anymore.
the fucking noogiest boogiest motherfuckers in this room with us?
We're like on a side
Persuade their
vignette
asses
from
to
that
give
right
us some money.
We need sponsorship. These dudes are loaded.
We will name the ship after their dicks.
The noogiest boogiest.
We
Penugius.
we will spread the word of their Lord and Savior, whoever they mentioned earlier, and set up churches wherever we go that we find. And if they want to give us some of their gods or any of their people that are good fighters and priests, we will take them and drop them off there, and that'll give us people to hang out with, and that we need. Maybe we could do something like that. Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Mm.
I mean, you don't get the impression from Nugbug or from Rugbug that his family is particularly religious. They are allied with a with their family is aligned with a deity, and they have temples and stuff there, but you'd have to sort of ascertain if they're really into that, you know.
Well, maybe
And they
we could
might be.
just make. Maybe we'll just make mummy people camp everywhere.
Maybe.
Yes, yes. Maybe we'll go to the money planet.
Love that place.
Yeah. You guys
Magical
wanna
defenses.
take a break?
Yeah, it's break time. I'm typing everything in the notes right now, so when you get back from break, you'll be able to look at everything we just went over.
Oh,
Sweet.
dude, you use a break time to take a break. Don't keep grinding it. You're
Yeah,
good.
take a break,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm gonna go feed my dog, but
Hell yeah.
Aw,
hell yeah.
that chunky little man.
Aw, Izzy.
I know, right?
He's a door and a dog.
He's adorable.
Da 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 da
Mhm.
da.
It's adorable. All right,
Should
y'all.
we listen to some smooth
Yours
jazz?
is better.
Should we
Yes.
take 15 minutes? How long? When?
69 minutes.
No,
420 minutes.
yeah, we'll
50?
call it 13
Followed
minutes.
by
So it'll
69
be
minutes.
50 after. Or, see you in 13 minutes at 50 after.
Sounds good.
50 after 13? Oh shit.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
I just if you open the notes now, the journey so far, and go all the way to the bottom, you'll see the current ship stats and the costs for upgrades.
Barnabussy.
Barnabussy. Oh my god, please don't.
Awesome.
Why do you have to kill everything?
Cause I
Because
love
he's a
you.
pussy boy.
Cause I love you, and I'm a bussy boy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good bussy.
He's bussed up.
He's all bussed up. Oh, we need to get Cole onto some Helldivers, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
He would have some fun with that shit. For democracy.
Dude, we're gonna get him on Space Marine for sure.
Dude, I'm so stoked for that game.
It's gonna be fun.
Did Billy show you the trailer for that, Cole?
I think he might have showed me.
Oh, he showed you. Dude, I'm so stoked for that game. Like, I watched that trailer 3 times, Billy.
Fuck yeah.
I cannot wait.
Shit looks lit, dude.
It's gonna
And
be
the
dope.
PvP looks fun too. It's gonna be a blast just grinding through it. Stores, 20k per level of upgrade. Teleportation circle, 60k, we got that. I think we want the amplification runes, but here's how I feel like they could backfire. What if people are on the ship doing spells against us? They could buy this
Have some
in
sort of
gas.
failsafe.
Yeah, like maybe something you have to wear on your person for it to work.
Yeah, like everyone who gets it,
Enchantment or a
like, can use it
tattoo or
as an
something.
operator ring or
No,
something.
dude, that'll be it. You have to get your tat. You have to get a magical tattoo.
Yeah.
That like links you to the ship. So we'd have to like.
Yes.
We're definitely. I mean, if we're gonna be on this ship for any amount of time, we're definitely gonna have a stowaway, or one of the people we hire is gonna be an asshole. But we gotta
course.
try our best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone on the ship has to have a special enchanted magical tattoo to operate anything on the ship.
hmm
It also can't be copied.
Yeah, they're unique and they're enchanted. Like we'll be there when everybody's getting their tat when we hire them.
Yes. It goes somewhere visible, and you get checked every time you come on the ship for it.
I mean, you might not even have to have that. Maybe the ship would like set an alarm off if they didn't have it.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
entering and leaving rooms,
Like it.
like you get scanned, kind of. Because for 100
Gotcha.
grand for the magic amplification runes, I want some stuff too. I
Yeah.
want some fail safes. Even if it's a little extra, I'd be down. But that's what I'm saying. I think we want to get sponsored, and I also think Nugbug himself has like stacks of gold bricks that he took from under the tree.
I definitely have stacks. I just don't know how many I have. I didn't write it down. It was however many we all could carry, and we all could carry like an equal amount.
It was like
I think I got a little bit more
23,000 something.
bigger.
I think
Okay.
it was like 23 and change.
Per person?
Yeah. Well, no, I think mine was different because I had the bag of holding.
Dude, dope. That's fair. Yeah, also, I wanted to see if we can get, like, a magical shield around the ship so we'd protect it from incoming magic or fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I feel
See
like
how
if
much
we're
that would
going
cost.
to like, if we're going to like astral space or whatever, we're gonna be in the void, and there's gonna be shit. We'll want a shield for, I'm sure.
Absolutely. We need something that blocks physical and magical damage. Because something crazy is going to be in that void. I know they call it the void, but that shit is not devoid of life.
Mm-hmm.
I played StarCraft. I know what's in the void. Fucking Zeratul in there somewhere, bro. Whole fucking Protoss, Dark Protoss races in there. I'm surprised James forgot about tonight.
Well, he said he was gonna be late, and then he must have got caught up. Maybe he just had more shit to do. It happens. But he did say something at 9:03.
That could... Gotcha.
Check that out.
Oh, fuck! Oh my god!
Mr. Krabs, I think they think there might be something wrong with you.
I feel like the ship would fit like inside the pincer.
Right?
For
Holy
scale,
shit.
yeah. What lurch
Dude.
in the astral realm 5e?
How... Bro, like, how do we fight that? We'd have to, like,
I think
fly
we just
inside of it and blow it up
shoot
from
it.
the inside.
Shoot it and run away. Or yeah, like go inside and do some hero shit. Oh, there are astral dragons as well. Nice.
No, fantastic! Do you have a picture of what those look like?
An unmated oh, they look like the Japanese style where they have like no limbs and they're very long serpents.
Oh, okay, cool.
Unmated astral dragon is a dull yellow, about 5 feet long, with human hands and long slim fingers. It has huge black eyes. Alright, so they're not gigantic. Let's see.
That's kind
What
of...
did they grow up to? They
creepy,
grow up
though.
to... Let's see. Undergo a remarkable transformation to symbolize the union. The Guardians create a 100-foot gold chain, each of which encircles its mate's necks to link them for all eternity. Oh, so 2 of them link up.
And they never unlink.
What is the size? CR 28. 600. It has the same amount of hit points as our ship. Holy fuck. 647 hit points. Doesn't seem innately evil though. They just seem weird. Oh, astral dragons can alter the fabric of the astral plane. Okay. Very cool.
Bro, they look sick. Did you see what the ancient astral dragon looks like?
No, I'm scrolling. I should keep scrolling. Ancient Astral Dragon 5e.
It's fucking dope looking.
What's up, guys? What are you talking about? What's
Whoa,
dope?
holy
What creature is
shit.
challenge rating 26?
Ancient Astral Dragon.
Oh yeah, that sounds dope.
Dude, the artwork for that is insane.
Right. That is fucking cool. I don't care who you are, that's fucking cool right there.
Dude, the purple one? What the fuck, bro? It is said the bottom half of the Astral Dreadnought is infinite. What the fuck? So yeah, I guess if you can go in its mouth, it's like a mega dungeon.
Remember, in Critical Role, inside the Magic Fun Ball, there was an Astral Dreadnought, and they went into its mouth. So that's where they found the owner of the Magic Fun Ball at.
Yep. The MFB. Oh, what is a Chaos Dragon?
Infinite. What? They make those?
Chaos Dragon. Chaos Dragons have the typical draconic build, blah blah blah. Creatures of chaos essentially sought to undermine and destabilize society and civilization in general. The ones that tended towards good did so in order to promote positive change, while evil ones. Alright, what the fuck? What's different about them? Oh, Chaos Dragons are just chaotic. Whatever. Unpredictable. Boo! Wasted a good name.
They didn't do this.
Hell is hot. So I'm excited to test out the Astral stuff.
It's gonna be so much fun.
I mean, if we don't all get drunk at one point in the submarine and sing "We all live in an astral submarine," then I think we've.
And what are we even doing with this game? You know?
Why do we even play this?
Why do we even play this if we don't do that? Like, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think it was like one of the highlights of my trip to England was singing that song in fucking Cavern Club. Like that shit. Of all the songs that were done, and I mean,
People didn't.
everyone knew it. Yeah.
And so if you guys open the notes, the journey so far, scroll down to the bottom, you'll see all the upgrades we talked about and current stats of the ship listed there. The small ships, that's really up to you guys, like as far as the nature of the upgrades. Like I said, right now, 3 of them are just transport ships essentially, and 3 of them are just are interceptors that like one person can fly, and they have like a light weapon on them. So, you know, the idea of like, oh, we want these to hold more people, we want them to be able to go faster, we want this, we want that.
Question. For those one person ones and like smaller ones, What is the proficiency used to fly those?
That's such a good question. Um, I would say that it would be like ground vehicle proficiency or air vehicle proficiency. But I don't want it to get that gritty. I think that Barnabas will be able to train all of you guys and an elite, contingent of the crew in the operation of these devices.
Yeah. I was just wondering if it would base my decision on what I want to upgrade. So that makes more sense than that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to tax you guys that hard. Also, the
Sure.
one thing to note though, the reason the to hit bonuses for the main gun, cannon bays, and deck guns are so important is when you use those weapons, that's the to hit bonus you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So like just like even if you get your plus 14 to hit, like if you're sitting in the chair on the main gun, you're rolling a plus 11 right now.
So
But
you mean
same
I can't
thing if your
fire the
boy
gun with my
Joe,
belt?
yeah, well, yeah, the belt wouldn't help you anyways. But
Mm.
even if
Why
like,
not?
a random crew member who you train to operate the guns, they're going to use that set to hit bonus. It's not going to be based on dexterity or ranged weapon skill or anything
Yeah,
like that.
that makes
These
sense.
are set stats for these items. So that's why upgrading them is a pretty huge benefit.
Well, we were talking about well, first of all, we don't know what our final budget's going to be. We'll figure that out through probably where we are now until we get to here. But Phil and I were having a conversation about the 100K for the magic amplification runes. And the only thing we thought about that was the only con would be if people boarded the ship and then they gain the benefit of it. So we came up with like
Right.
a kind of narrative solution, and we wanted to bring it up.
What's
Phil,
that?
well, Phil, you can tell them what we were thinking.
So we were talking about either having like a ring or something like that, but then Billy said, "Why don't we get everybody an enchanted tattoo that goes along with it?" And this way, when we have that in the ship, only people with the tattoo can operate things within the ship, while simultaneously having a system that detects whether or not you've been tatted.
Right. So the tattoo security system, that would just be a whole separate upgrade.
Yeah,
But it
magically, I
would
was
also
thinking
function
like,
in conjunction with the
yes,
magic amplification rune.
yeah, like it would
Additionally,
finish the spell or the connection is like that last glyph is the tattoo. So like that's how
yeah.
you gain the benefit of it.
But if like let's say you buy the amplification runes but not the tattoo system, the runes will still work.
Right.
And
Okay.
in that case, you'll be able to turn the runes off.
Mhm.
So like if people boarded the ship, you could just be like turn off the amplification runes. And then nobody would get the bonus, but the bad guys wouldn't also get it.
Mhm.
The tattoo security system, let's say that's 75K. The things that
Okay.
affect the entire ship are expensive because the ship is very large.
Heard.
Yo, we
That's
gotta
why
get
I think we can manage that.
we gotta
security
hire
system
Opal
first.
Bart to come on the ship as the tattooist.
Yeah, but that's the kind of stuff you can do. If you want to get Orly over here bartending, you could get the octopus
Obviously.
chef. But those
I
guys are
think.
probably going to cost money
What do you guys think about
to
the
get
Bone
those to
Devil
come.
chef?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
And can we
I
bring
think
the
I
homie
think in
from the Bladed Bounty, our like
And bring that
benefactor?
fucking chicken on board too.
I
You
think
mean
an
the
octopus
Raven?
person would be
Yeah,
better
dude.
at doing dishes.
Okay, the octopus is a really skilled chef. He's the head chef at That's Amore Italian Chop House. Thank you so much.
I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
wanted an
that's the thing.
asshole
With
chef
all
though.
with all
I
those
feel like the
arms,
Bone
you'd be pretty
Devil
good at
chain
doing
smoke
dishes, you know?
cigarettes and just yell at us. That's what you need. A
Made a really
surly,
good tata.
true.
So I'm trying to figure out how everyone has so much gold, and I look at my inventory, and mine only says 1,000.
Did you buy anything?
No, because 1,000 is the amount you can carry in practically in
Wow.
pouches and pockets. So unless you
Oh, that's
have
in my
a
notes,
bag of
right?
holding or something, you can't really go above that.
Yep.
So you are
I didn't
maxed.
I didn't leave it at a Bank of the Astrals. anything like that? You know,
No. No, you
Okay.
didn't.
That's crazy.
All right, yeah, I like the idea of a tattoo security system. That's fun.
How much money did Figieri have? Let's see.
I mean, he owns a town, so he's.
Did we
you know,
ever
got some money.
did we ever decide if it was possible to kind of locate that gold with the gold that we have?
Yeah, the thing you described, making like using that gold as like a scrying point or like a dowsing thing,
Mhm.
is definitely possible.
Oh, look at me, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Hell yes.
It's okay. I'm gonna go over here and sit down and read a book like smart
In fact,
people.
you know
do.
what? For the sake of casting the spell
Right.
Expedite on this whole game, since you came up with that great idea, let's just say that you guys do that and you recover the gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice,
shit.
nice, dude.
So,
Nice.
and let's just say, I forget exactly how much was in there, but let's just say it was 120,000 gold.
We're rich.
Boo.
Okay.
You're rich until you spend it all,
I
like
want-
immediately.
How much
First
does
off, you
everything
guys
cost?
already
That's how much I want.
installed. You already installed the teleportation circle, so you're already out 60k gold.
I believe it was 51 bars we could fit in there.
No, it's 120,000. It's fine. We'll pad it a little bit. It somehow grew underwater.
No, the
Fi-
price of gold.
Magic
the price
water.
of
And
gold
just a fine point to remember: the gold that you recovered down there was Boogie. It was stamped with the Boogius estate stamp. It was
we gotta
Boogius
keep one of
family
those.
gold.
We gotta keep one of those bars,
Well-
right?
Is the key word here.
I'd keep at least one to show or use as a discussion point.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's talk.
Figieri has a potion of Dragon's Majesty, so he can turn into an adult dragon whenever he wants. I just thought everyone should know that.
I like to
That's-
think that we have a chest full of like IOUs written like a certain movie.
Yes,
to really
yes,
people.
yes.
You
It's gonna
recover
be
the
like
chest is full of IOUs.
2 of the rat men found the
H2
gold.
Bros like, don't worry, I totally got you guys.
Or
It's
it was
like
like
3
some
flying
dude
potions
some
for fun.
dude was fishing like early in the morning, and the fucking chest got teleported 10 feet above his boat and just sunk it. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's just full of gold.
It's just full of gold.
He's now a lord.
You know?
He's dead. We killed
Yeah.
him.
And then how much gold does Southus actually have?
Well, according to his new contract, a metric fuck ton.
Yeah. Well, what does that actually mean? Like, because a lot of his money, remember, is tied up in his shipping company. So what do we think is Southus here? What does his liquidity look like?
I clear about 5,000 a month. About 1,000 of that goes back into the shipping business. The business grows exponentially. I have excellent credit, and with the items I plan to smuggle on this ship, I'm gonna make a shit ton of money.
But you don't know that because when you go to a different existence, they might not even use currency there. But you can't sell the smuggled goods on the airplane but no, here's what I was thinking. I mean, I like that actually.
You
And
can
I think that you
sell
should
red holes. in
Maybe
any
he
dimension.
actually has a deal with someone in like the astral plane, and it's
He
deeper than
probably
we
does.
think, bro. Oh shit.
here's what I think. Southus,
Salthus
you
is
have
the main bad guy.
you have access to on hand, not on hand. You have to get it out of wherever you keep it. Sure, it's magically protected. You have access to about 200,000 gold. Okay? And your credit is worth closer to 800,000 gold. But the people who you get that credit from, they're used to investing in your shipping business. It might be a harder sell to be like, hey, I need a bunch of money to invest in this ship.
Where
Blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
going to go into the most dangerous region that is unexplored by anyone. personally, I will be there.
My
False
my
promises of
business
delicious
plan-
goods.
My business plan is foolproof. It will sell in any dimension.
Yes. Yes.
I believe him. I fucking believe him.
I have a question. Is there such thing as astral donkeys? I'm asking for my friend Ray.
There very well may be.
Sure. There's astral asses, yes.
Oh my god, guys. ASSTRAL donkey. Astral.
Yes,
Come on, man.
an
ASStral donkey.
Hey, donkey. It's astral donkey. You say.
In case it wasn't clear, I'm gonna be human trafficking some whores.
Whores. As in, like, the riding type?
It's gonna make a lot of money. I have a contact on the other side named Jeffrey Epstein.
It
No,
is the...
No, you don't. No, you
My
don't.
God.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
More like Jeffrey Nopestein.
Yeah, exactly. Just no. Sorry, but no. Billy,
We just
that's
got banned from
hilarious.
Twitch.
We need to buy one of those for Zach
all right.
immediately.
The astral projection.
Yeah. God, I thought we were gonna get canceled last week. Now we're definitely gonna get canceled.
That's it. It's
Been fun playing with you guys.
it's over. It's finally over.
Okay. So let's talk crew. What's your guys' top recruits here? Who are you trying to bring? Barnabas is already part of the crew. That was part of the deal. Is he's coming with you. He has the
Definitely.
capability to pirate the ship, and he's obviously going to be pretty invaluable in terms of repair,
Yeah.
upgrades, general knowledge about the ship.
Yep.
Definitely the
Alright.
order of my silver lady.
Yes.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
I think we gotta be estate with the gold bars that we found. Right?
Yo. Well,
Yeah.
we got to
So you
decide
want
who.
to try and get some of their elite guards?
Like I said, yeah.
I'm
Elite
assuming we're gonna
slave.
leave H2 Bro behind to watch the realm while we're gone.
Well, remember, since you guys came back from your back in time adventure with the altered timeline, Super Dude is like your ally. He's not like a bad guy anymore.
Oh, okay.
Whatever forces had corrupted him and turned him against y'all, like they didn't exist in the altered timeline. Spoiler alert, it was Phineas. So like a lot of things that Phineas did behind the scenes didn't happen. So like when you guys came back, like it took you time to adjust and realize all this, but like, the escalation of the invasion was a lot further along than it had been when you left, even though you came back at the same time. Like with the altered timeline, things just progressed quicker. Super Dude was actually your staunch ally through all of this and a huge supporter of your party. So there's not that sort of dynamic there. But I think that Super Dude is a big candidate to leave behind because he's been invaluable in the defense of the realm. He's able to fly really quick. He melts these space warriors with his laser eyes. He's very powerful.
I'm sorry if you said this already, but how's Man-Bat in this reality?
Unchanged. Still in his stasis state. You
We're gonna
did
have to fight
discover
him.
some time ago that you're pretty sure that pumping him full of yield moss would do it. And Garmello does possess a sufficient amount of yield moss to do that.
Nice.
And since he hasn't played in a while, I'm sure you guys could just do that if you wanted to.
How much do we know about where we're going? Are we going to the astral space? Are we going, like, does the ship instantly teleport to another plane? Like, how does it work?
No, the ship makes jumps, which helps it break through the barriers between planes. Basically, but you're still going to have to travel through the smoke, the astral plane. So
Okay.
you will be traveling through the astral plane on your way to these other worlds. You can do some research to learn about the different planes adjacent to this world. And Savaron has told you much about the world he comes from. But other than that,
I was
you don't know.
curious, how much does our world know about the astral plane? Because me, the player, I fuck with it. I know a bunch about it, but I don't know what your canon is for the astral plane. Does it
So yeah, I
work in
mean,
the sense where it's like when when you're astral projecting, that's where you are, or is it something different? Like,
so yeah, you when you astral project, that's where you are. Yes, and there are scholars and learned people on this world who are very knowledgeable about it, such as Norfil Lifron, the Planeswalker. Who, if you remember, there was a bit of a teaser on this. Um, it seems that Sargoth had Norfil Lifron in prison somewhere.
yes, yes.
So there's that.
And I was
You pick
also
up that sending
thinking
stone.
the possibility of running into like Man Bat in the astral plane, like maybe that's where he is in his like suspended animation. I don't know.
No, he's on the verge of death, so it's unlikely that he's there. And also remember, the mages and the druids are using time magic to slow his death pretty
I'm
much.
just trying to work him back in.
No, for sure. But I mean, you could wake him up, and I'm sure he'd be happy to go with you
Give him
for
a hot
I'm
just
shot of
sure.
some yield
um,
moss.
I'm sure we could convince our little goblin friend to give us the yield moss.
I feel like
Haliax,
Carmelo would be down with that. He
Oh
seems
yeah.
pretty cool.
do you have any buddies from when you were a soldier that you'd want to bring with us? Any old battle buddies? Haliax, are you here?
Sorry.
the axe.
Sorry, what?
You got any old battle buddies from when you were a soldier that you might want to bring with us?
Yeah, like if you were
Maybe?
part of a mercenary band or an army, if Yugdab has a tribe of people just like her, we need as many of them as possible.
Maybe some people from
You know,
Thorgensburg?
Yeah, I mean, I did, you know, that
Basically,
that that that
mechanically, I'm
time I was
looking at
hanging
it
out with
like
Amanda,
we've all
I
got
met this other
henchmen
guy.
now.
I might
Like,
be able to call my really good pal. Nah, we didn't end on the nicest terms, but he he's a bad bloke, and I wouldn't want anyone else by my side if I was to be facing death.
and what's your friend's name?
Not choice.
You're banned. You're kicked out of the
Zero hesitation. That was amazing.
You're
fuck with it.
fucking. Hey, but on the real though, if you want to, you should put together an imaginary group of mercenaries that are based off Haliax's friends from Name of the Wind.
Maybe they were a
I
group
can
You could
that
go
just
recruit those
really
guys.
couldn't stand for justice, so they would all get together, like a team of sorts, like a team, you know? Maybe there's
So
like a
Cole,
guy with a cigar, a guy with like a mohawk, a guy with like a van.
It's just a team. Yeah, you could
A
get a
team.
team. Yeah,
You too can get a team.
yeah. Okay. What were you saying, Haliax? God damn it.
I was just gonna say, dude, if you ever finish that book, I have some things I have to talk to you about. Like,
Okay.
holy shit. I read it a seventh time and I wrote a bunch of notes down. So like
Nice.
I've nerded out completely over that book.
Just nerdgasm all over the place.
Yeah.
Heard. All right. So right now I have on your list of potential crew / allies this adventure: Barnabas, Silver Lady, Gold Keepers, Norfil Lifron. I should probably just add Lightbringers to that.
Yes.
I mean, at least, yeah. Try to get.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
we
need
should-
some. We need some clerics and bards and more pallies.
Yeah, you're gonna need magic users in addition to just brute force guys. Also, so as far as Stavron goes, I mean, speaking with him, he feels he needs to go with you. But if he
I
comes
agree.
with you, he has to leave the rest of his forces behind to defend the realm.
Uh-huh.
But like the rest of his forces with, you know, with Super Dude, with some of the dragon support from our Silver Lady, they're capable of defending the realm. And the main adventurers in charge of assisting them would be your alternate characters in the time travel adventure.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
They would basically become the new party to help out. Now, I think you guys have the potential. You haven't met them yet, but you're gonna meet a bunch of dragons at some point. If you can convince even one or two dragons to come with you who can shapeshift to human form, that would be cool, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
I
I mean,
mean,
maybe
yeah,
Gam Gam herself wants to come. That'd be sick.
dude. Gambiam's the tits.
Jasava.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll put Jasava down. Yeah.
Jasava, we found a use for you. How mad are you still?
Or no, you offer it like you want to get more hordes of shit from other dimensions. Come with us.
It's a tempting offer, for sure.
But then we're gonna find cool shit, and he'll be like, "I get to keep this because I'm a cunt."
Don't make me whoop your ass a second time.
No, that's
Jasava,
great, dude. Hell yes.
the
Hell
fierce
yeah.
nightmare.
The fierce nightmare. Yeah, Order of our Silver Lady. What about, do you have homies, Phil? Like some Thorgensburg homies?
I left them a long time ago. I don't even know if they would.
Well, remember the Thorgensburg homies are Salvaron's people, who he's
Okay.
gonna have to leave here.
Alright,
I did write
well...
Bloated Bounty on the list as well, just as a
Yeah,
reminder
nice,
to go
yes.
hit them up also.
What about, Nurse Weird?
Well, he would be sort of a package deal with Norfil Lifron.
Nice. What about Wanye?
Wanye
Uh,
Kest?
no,
I don't
I'm
know.
going through, I'm trying to go through... Let me actually look in the notes here.
Griff's like, I've got someone I think we should bring. It's my daughter, Jennifer.
Jenny could be a very big help to us.
Yeah, let's... Because she's total... Oh, wow. That's fucking with my head. Is the Cult of Never-Ending Music good? Maybe we could bring them
Yeah, maybe
in this timeline.
Dr. Boxo, the Slice and Dice Bard. Maybe we need him.
Ooh, yeah. Powerful ally.
I say you guys bring as many dwarfs as possible.
I can throw them.
Just so Southis has something to do.
Southis, we could use them as cannon fodder, literally.
Oh my god.
There's no dwarves in the astral plane.
There will be
Should
when we're done.
No, I think we leave Marigieri behind to do his thing.
I wonder if he's still mad at us about the whole wish thing.
No, it's a different guy now.
That's true.
I mean, he's not happy with you guys, but he'll still cook for you.
Should we bring Alfred?
You
Think we
bring
should
Man Bat,
focus-
you kind of have to bring Alfred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta focus
Oh,
on
what
waking up
about,
Man Bat.
What about Major Strongarm?
Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna write him on the list.
But who
was
we
great.
not... There's gotta be tons of heroes we've never met that are badass. Like, we can take our friends with us. Like, if we take too many, we're not just gonna come back to a destroyed planet, are we?
You might. There's
Yeah,
a
that's
balance.
the thing.
Oh no.
That's the thing. Yeah, there is a balance here of like
Cole's
taking all
rolling
your
a
best
d20
players.
at the end of every session, like, well, another continent fell.
Yeah, taking all your best players could be detrimental, but that's why like like certain people, like Sabaron, won't let you take all of his forces. He's gonna
Right.
come, but he's gonna leave everyone else behind.
And also the individuals we're asking they're not like a character sheet. Like they have shit that they'll do and they'll decide whether or not they can or want to come at all. So
Would our druid friend Stevenson be helpful?
So with
Or he
the
died.
with the changed timeline, he no longer has magical abilities.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
he
that
can
was one of
still
the
come with
changes.
us.
He could still come with you, yes.
He's down.
Absolutely. Trying to
Maybe we
remember where I
could get
wrote that
his
down.
maybe we can get his groove back somehow in the astral realm.
Is he down with astral stuff?
Is he down with the astral stuff? Yeah, he does butt stuff. I mean, what? Wait, what?
You want to go on a for the astral plane? Jesus Christ!
We need more Australian
Who's that guy?
Dragonborn on
Remember,
this
Steven
ship.
Stevenson has access to a whole circle of druids. Like you could get Cal of the Winter Hills. You
Oh,
could
oh,
get,
okay.
other really powerful arch druids could come with you also.
I still think Cal of the Winter Hills missed out on like having some kind of dealership of some sort, like even an astral submarine dealership or something. You know what I mean? Like come down to Cal of the Winter Hills for your astral submarine.
God damn it.
I hate you is the problem.
It's fucking so
Now,
good.
is there a way that we could organize a massive meeting of the minds in Kaldheim?
No,
Yeah,
we
you
can
probably
decide-
no.
Also, at this point,
It's
though,
too big
at
of a
this point,
target.
you guys,
You just got to
we
communicate
are, yeah,
magically.
that's a good point. It will definitely get attacked. At this point, though, you guys could just say like, yeah, we go talk to blank, and you're just there to talk to that person. We're moving sort of outside of time in normal role play, especially right now
Okay.
while we're doing like planning sesh for the astral submarine. We don't even have to role play all this stuff necessarily. You know what I mean? I can give you an idea of like where they're at and why they would either want to come with you or not want to come with you, and then we could role play out you guys trying to convince them and stuff like that.
Oh, I forgot about my other friend. Yeah, I don't know if we could bring him though. I don't know. He's kind of busy.
Yeah.
Why? What's he busy
Yeah.
with?
He's like a big, bulky, like silver dragonborn, but his name is the Nator, and he's got like one red eye, and his other one's normal. And he talks, he's got this crazy accent. He's
Hasta la
bad.
vista.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Holy
The
Christmas.
Therminator.
Last time I saw him, I was drinking with him, and the next thing I knew, I just started talking like, come, go to the chopper, do it now.
Do it now.
For some reason,
We need to
you
get to
gave
the astral
him
sub.
your clothes and your boots and your horse.
What are you doing? Come on, open the door. There's a bomb in there.
It's a bomb in there.
That's your daddy, and what does he do?
That's the Arnold you get is kindergarten cop Arnold, not Terminator
Puma.
Arnold. You get-
What
God
about
damn it, you guys are hilarious.
motherfucking is Holden's dad evil in this timeline?
All that stuff still happened. That all happened before you went back in time, so none of that was changed at all.
That's crazy
Maybe,
stuff.
but maybe he turned over a new leaf.
Possible. I mean, it is. I mean, you would have to locate him, which you probably could do.
Maybe he just wants custody back.
If we were able to find that gold, I think you could find your dad.
He just wants to pick up the pieces, bro.
Okay.
Maybe me and him
Alright,
just need to
Holden's
get
dad.
together at the old house and like fix it up again. You know?
Holden.
First
You
couple
don't have
weeks,
to
it'll
pick
be a
up the
montage
pieces.
of us working on
Bro,
like the living room, not talking, you
he
know.
melted the city you came from in lava.
And then eventually, we crack a beer one night, start talking. It's rocky
You
at
don't have to.
first.
Okay, heard that.
You don't have to pick up the pieces yourself. We're your family now.
One of us.
What
Part of
if
the ship, part of the
Holden
crew.
was one of us?
Jesus.
Maybe I could get some of my Luxodon homies.
Ooh.
Get a couple dudes taking big giant shits.
Un
Okay, so
elefante?
let's try and
Dos
check a couple of these off
elefante?
the list right now. So Holden, you go track
We
down
can use
your
them
the
for cover
Oxidon
fire.
tribe that you traveled with for years,
Yes.
before re-entering society.
Yes.
You approach them, I'm assuming, in your Luxodon form, the form the party first met you in.
Oh yeah.
Or do you?
Oh yeah. But they know who I am, but I'll approach in the Luxodon form and put on my stank, so they know it's me.
What do you say and offer them?
I offer them knowledge, first of all. I tell them everything that happened since I left, the whole top to bottom. Full honesty to everybody. And then I will, obviously, with all the things I've learned, if any of them are sick or if they're dealing with any shit with their day to day, try to help them out as much as I can, and then let them know about the attacks, all the chaos stuff, and see if any of them want to go on possibly a one-way journey to different worlds, because I know they love to explore.
So I kind of buried the lead here. When you approach them and you track down what is the remains of the tribe you traveled with,
Hmm.
they fell victim to some of these attacks. They were beset unexpectedly by demons during their travels. The way they describe it, you immediately recognize these as chaos demons, the red ones who are very angry with the rusted swords. And the attack was such a surprise that many of the, like, not even just the warriors, but a lot of the tribe, about almost 40% of the tribe was knocked out. How large was this nomadic tribe?
I was like, it's probably like 50 or 60 of them.
Yeah, so at this point there's like 30 left.
Oh,
And you immediately notice the difference in their numbers.
the Long Walker Luxodon tribe.
The Long Walker looks. Who was the leader of the tribe when you were a member?
Dolan.
All right. Are there any cornstarch?
Cornstarch?
Did you see any time?
I've been eating.
Nade.
I've been doing
There
dry
might be
scoops
one. There
of
might be one
cornstarch.
yellow. I think there might have been one yellow plastic container. So make sure you look through all the spaces. Oh, so you haven't got it here. Sorry.
Love you. Thank you.
Yep. Sorry. Who was the
Dolan.
leader of the tribe? Who?
Dolan. Dolan.
Dolan fell in that combat when the
Mhm.
tribe was attacked. And the new leader is his son. What was his son's name?
Shit. What was his son's
Please say
name?
Nolan.
No. Um. Oh, what's the Tauren from WoW? Bane. His name was Bane.
Oh, cool. That's cool. I like that. Bane. Baine.
Mhm.
Okay. God damn it. My one nostril will not stop signing. So Bane is now in charge of the tribe. Now, you and Bane actually. How close were you and Bane? I don't want to
Well,
make up your own backstory for you. I was about
his
to though.
his dad and him were the ones that like they needed to accept him so they wouldn't like force me to walk at the outside when we would travel and like get the last shot at water and the last shot at food and all that stuff. But no, like I was pretty close with the dad, and the son was actually not there when I was there. He was away, like doing his own rite of passage thing, which took like
Cool.
years and years.
So Bane, who has a large scar going from right under his eye down across his trunk and like even slitting, like it's like down the trunk a little bit and then across right down the middle, like it's he's like, Holden, you are always a friend of my father's and always a friend of his tribe. Honestly, after what's befallen us, you know our people breed slowly. I fear we will never recover. We would join you on this quest, but only if you can take us all. The warriors
Ooh.
will assist with combat. The rest of us can help you with cooking, growing food, shipboard activities. As of late, even the women and older children have learned to fight. It's not the old ways like it used to be where we protected them. We all protect each other now. So they'll join you, but it's an all or nothing deal. You're gonna have to take on 30 elephant
You
motherfuckers.
do understand that you're taking the entire tribe's bloodline and legacy on my word. And if you're willing to do that, I'm willing to take you.
My
Question for the
father respected
DM.
you immensely.
Does the ship, would it support this many giant Luxodons?
Yo, you need a crew of like 60 people to
Oh,
crew this ship
fuck yeah,
properly.
dude. Pull them. Let's go.
Like, and that's just to run the ship,
Yeah.
like day-to-day operations, man all the guns. That's not even including like a warrior contingent.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
need
just,
a
yeah,
ton
yeah,
of
yeah.
bodies.
Okay, yeah, wonderful. Yeah, if they're willing to come, I'm willing to take them on.
Okay, what you get out of this is it's 30. It's 12 warriors and 18 non-combatants.
And are we doing like background checks on the people that we don't 100% know, so we make sure we're not taking in any bad
So
guys?
make a perception check or an insight check, whichever's higher.
Me?
Yeah,
I mean, I trust them. I'm not insight checking them.
I just
They
okay.
can
Then
do it
make a
when we meet.
perception.
Yeah.
Then don't do
Perception?
insight,
Okay.
do perception.
Perception? Okay. Alright, I'll do it. I'll just click it. Let's see what we get. 14.
14, cool. Yeah, great.
I think my passive is higher. No, it's not.
Haliax, if you want to run security checks, question these people, you're welcome to. I mean, who's the security officer? That's the next thing we need to talk about is roles to fill. So there's roles that need to be filled on this ship. There's obviously captain. There's helmsman. There's security officer.
I mean, I ran security at the Aggie
Cook.
or whatever that place was. Yeah, it was the Aggie,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
It's been a long time.
Bossman. I'm gonna add these roles to the list in the notes, actually.
Nice.
And you guys could fill some of these roles. You could, nominate, bring people to fill these roles, but these are roles that need to be filled and nominated.
Well, if Savron's coming, I think we should nominate Savron as the ship's trainer of the defense.
So do you mean security officer, or do you want to create a separate role like lead trainer? I guess that would be Marshall. Okay. I
Yeah,
answered my own question.
he's basically in charge of
Like our drill sergeant.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Sorry, I took a couple hits off the bonnet.
Where the notes
No,
at?
that's good. I like that.
Is there anything like engineer or like below deck
There's
fixing the
definitely an
engines and
engineer,
shit?
yes.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So, and then these people will have distinct duties and roles that they
Yep.
fulfill, like outside of combat. What do I have right now? Shipboard roles: captain, security officer, marshal, helmsman, cook, first mate, second mate, engineer, boatswain. How the fuck do you spell that?
Bosun.
That's basically the guy who runs the deck.
Mm-hmm.
When he dies, I'm gonna scream.
Awesome!
I think it's spelled Boswain.
Oh yeah, B-O-W. Yeah. For my like 3 episodes of Below Deck that I watched.
Boatswain. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Boatswain. I was so close. Okay, engineer, and then there's a second engineer.
That'll be Henry.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't Henry like big and buff now?
It'll just be, I'll be like,
Well,
Henry,
he can
hand me
be
the
if you want him.
wrench, and he's just like a fucking huge Terminator, like, okay, boss. Like,
Yes, Dad.
thumb and forefinger, like, handing me a wrench.
Medical officer, navigator. Yeah, that's probably good. So
All I
those are
know
all. I just
is-
added all those to the list so you can see them. Those are the roles that you guys need to fill.
If I see one of y'all stealing an apple from the galley, it's 40 lashes.
Damn. Damn.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, you
we'll
gotta
put
clean
lead,
the
we'll
shit
put
What if I get
lead
the
gunner.
munchies?
I'm gonna
Well,
put lead gunner and powder monkey on here as well.
Listen, obviously the
Powder.
rules don't apply to us. Oh yeah, powder monkey, hell yeah. That'll be Henry.
Can we,
Also,
can we get an actual
need a
monkey to be the powder monkey?
I would love
I
that.
probably shouldn't use the term monkey at all, honestly. It's 2024, but
But that's the term,
fine.
brother. But we could get like an ASStral monkey to do it. Just like, whoa! Loading guns.
Yeah, but like in this case, the powder monkey is actually like they're gonna run that crane on the bottom level that sends the ammo up to all the other guns.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, an actual monkey, yeah.
An
Why
orangutan.
not? Fuck it.
A purple orangutan from the astral plane that speaks
Oh,
in a British accent.
Oh, a Jericho? That would be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Hello. Hello, love.
I don't
I'm the
care.
powder
A
monkey.
Jacaro? A Jacaro?
I think Salthus went to say something and I talked over him.
Yeah.
Some piece of shit.
You son of a bitch.
We're gonna need a brig as well as a room for torture. Just saying.
Is that where we're keeping the whores?
Jesus Christ.
It's one place.
There
they can
is-
go.
There is already a brig on the map labeled. It's on the very bottom level of the ship. As for torture, I mean, there's plenty of private spaces. You know, the R&D workshop would be perfect for that. Or you do it publicly on the back deck. You know, whatever you think works for you guys.
Can we get like a steam room and like it can double as a torture chamber?
Yeah.
I mean,
Torture and spits.
Torture and
You know,
spits. Yes.
Torture
why
and
not?
relax. You know? Come on down to the torture and relax chamber.
Right, so, Billy, you nominate yourself as engineer?
Yeah. For sure.
Now we're gonna end up. You guys can all nominate people for these roles, and then eventually we'll vote on the final roles and who gets them.
Gents, I'm sorry to end this very, very fun night of D&D, but I have to go. I have to get up early.
Absolutely.
It's all good, bro. I mean, look, it's 11:40. We're pretty much done, and we're just gonna continue on this trend of figuring things out here.
Heard.
So far, you've recruited 30 Luxodon, 12 warriors, and 18 non-combatants who can help with cooking. And I mean, some of the non-combatants can be trained to man the guns. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They're just not going to be super useful if the ship gets boarded.
Yeah, they're not like, while they are tribal, they're not like primitive. They know how to use like magic stuff. They're not like, oh, what's a spell?
All right, y'all. Have a good night. It was good playing. I'll catch up on Twitch.
Thanks for playing, brother.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Tonight was a lot of fun. It was really cool.
Peace.
All right, boys. Peace out. Love y'all.
Peace out. All right, I'm going to add that to the notes as well. I'm going to add how many people it takes to crew the ship and what you recruited so far. The ship can support
But what about
up to 120 people.
what about that other group of bards? That band. We're gonna need some entertainment.
Well, you got Jenny if she comes,
True.
But no, you could, yeah. I mean, if you get even a couple members to cast the crescendo on board, that would be fucking huge.
If Sauron seems like he's gonna
the Blue
die,
Dragon group.
we're gonna have to hook him up to the ship's throne and sustain him forever.
No, stop. Here, get out of here with your bullshit. I mean, maybe though.
What's the dude, the robed dude that chills by that guy, and he like knows the most about him? Malcor or something. I want to be
Malcador the Siglite.
Yeah, I want to be
If
Malcador.
if you could get a Malcador on this ship, that would be fucking sick. Okay. All right, so far you have 12 warriors, 18 non-combatants. The ship can support 120 people. You could technically push it above that, but it would maybe strain your resources. 60 is required to operate the ship at the most basic level. So you should probably bring more than 60 operators because some of them will die occasionally, and you don't want
They
to go
gotta
below
sleep
that
too.
and start having issues. What?
They gotta sleep too. Can't
They got
overwork
well,
them.
no, that's why it's so many.
Yeah, no, I
60
know, but
includes the
like
fuel
having
rotation for
extra is
crew.
good in case we get
Yeah.
sickness or whatever.
Yeah, you could run into diseases that you've never seen before.
Yeah. So if we got 30 from them, and then I don't know what the numbers would be, but we're looking at Order of Our Silver Lady, Lightbringers, possibly a couple members of the Crescendo, and then what do you guys think? A couple of Nugbug guards, maybe we'll leave H2 Bro, and then maybe just spend some money and get some like roustabouts and interview them. I mean, I'd rather get people that we know are from generally good organizations. Maybe Ray knows some people who are training in that martial art. We could get them. Get some monks. Maybe we could get
Barnabas. Barnabas is going to come with 6 trusted pirates who are they're warriors who can also be like officer staff.
Okay, awesome.
So you have that flex there.
Nice. And so maybe some people from Yugdab's tribe.
I like the idea of trying to recruit people from her tribe, but we need to learn more about the nature of her tribe next time she's here.
Mm-hmm.
Are they all warriors like her? Did she leave because she was the only one who wanted to fight? Like, these things are important.
Mm-hmm.
And Savaron has already stated that he is going to come with you.
I'm trying to think, did we meet any like friendly or neutral-ish wizards that might just want to come on this journey to like see some crazy shit, and they might be useful along the way?
The League of Justice employs many skilled wizards. You haven't actually met a ton of wizards who you didn't fight and kill.
Because I'm trying to think of
any of the Boogiest brothers.
No, also the Boogies estate. Some of the Boogiest brothers are very skilled wizards who you could also bring potentially.
Okay. Probably have to see how that whole plot with Hugbug plays out before we
Yeah.
know who to trust. But that's a
Yeah.
definite option, for sure. Definitely bring in Wanye. Definitely bring in no. Jasava for sure. He's not going to be mad at all. He's definitely going to want to come.
I mean, Jasava was like very grateful to you guys at the end of that fight for not killing him. He recognized that he fucked up and got corrupted.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what other ground we could really tread. I'm trying to think.
No, this is a pretty comprehensive list of what we've covered so far. The people you've met and the interactions you've
Oh,
had.
what about the Longfellows? Maybe they could invest.
No, the long bottoms, though. You're not
Yeah, yeah.
bringing Phineas Longfellow, but yeah, the long bottoms, you could hit them up for money.
Be
Or,
like,
you know, they may not,
how's
they
that
may know a
underwear
wizard or
industry
two.
going, bro? Hook us up. We need underwear for the crew.
But no, yeah. Look, if you could get them to give the crew better clothing, and that could give everybody a bonus, you
Oh,
know.
morale boost. Get uniforms.
Forms.
So I have the list written down here. I guess maybe I'll add this. I'm gonna put a couple enters, and I'm gonna be like groups to consider. And I'm gonna add in everybody we just talked about. Um,
Sweet.
so it's all written here, and you guys can look at it yourselves.
Bro, I can't believe Lady Strixhaven was at the Nugius estate.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What the fuck is up with that? Well,
Man. I just ate a shit ton of watermelon. Man, I'm gonna reroll. Oh,
what do you say? You want to wrap her up?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, um, you know, I feel bad. I feel like we came in with like a purpose, but it just didn't feel right to do all that family interaction with that Nugbug. We're gonna just set that aside, and if he's not here next week, we'll follow up some of this stuff, see if you guys have any cool ideas, and then we'll sort of find a different quest for y'all to go on because there's still plenty to do.
Nice.
no.
I don't utilize the note function enough. I should be writing notes in here every week.
I mean, look at the last entry we did. It was so long ago.
I know.
Well, I think this is where we'll call it. Thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. Get another one soon.